Hey everyone, quick video. Um, just wanted to make the video before the point got less clear in my head. I was doing some gardening in the afternoon. I came back into my garage and I saw some an enormous tail with something going into a bunch of bags I had against the wall inside. Thought it was lizards that were outside, but I'm like, that's weird. This tail's quite big. So I turn on the light and I remove one of the bags and I see it's some kind of rodent. I don't even know what it is. So I open the garage door, I take the rodent outside. I take the other bag off and I see it's an opossum. An opossum. Nasty. And it scurries away under another set of furniture in my garage and I take that bag outside. Then I realize I have an opossum problem. I end up finding excuse me. I end up finding a nice place on Yelp, and the way they talk about themselves, we will get rid of your animal pest problem and secure your location. Secure your location to prevent wild animals from returning. So another monkey is going to come to my house and deal with my possum problem, right? Deal with my pest problems, period. They're going to come and deal with my pest problems, period. And I don't have to deal with them myself. Now let's control, and it's unpleasant for me. I didn't want to have to grab or deal. I don't even want to trap this thing on my own. Now let's contrast. So let's contrast that, my aversion to doing anything related to that. My simple, just my just picking up the phone and saying, I want another monkey to come do this. No, this monkey is not going to be the one that handles this monkey's problem. I want to have another one do it. Somebody else, please come help me. And for that, I'll give you money. Think about how twisted that is relative to an ancestor of ours, right? And we can go back in different times. I think the key time is before the agricultural revolution. If you're saying we were hunter gatherers, that's how far back we should go. But you could go back different lengths of time. But if you go back to that true time, hunter gatherers, then how would it be for a hunter gatherer to walk into a garage or an enclosed, completely enclosed space with an opossum? How would that feel? Well, they would probably be delighted. They'd probably be delighted. They don't have to search for a meal anymore that day. They'd kill it and eat it. Imagine if another animal was there. Imagine if a large feline was there. Imagine if just an aggressive cat was there. Imagine if a chimpanzee was there. A hungry chimp. That opossum would have been food. But for this monkey, that opossum was just something nasty that he wanted to get rid of. So there's a big difference between the way we live now and the way we lived in the past. So now we live in an enclosed space with such refinement, such luxury, that we literally don't see the the thing as food, the rodent as food anymore, and we're repulsed by it. And on top of that, we don't even really want to take care of it ourselves. There's an entire industry built for having other monkeys do it, and I didn't want to do it myself. I didn't want to trap it myself, find it myself. I googled traps. I looked at Amazon to get a good trap. I'm like, okay, so I'll spend $60 for trapping it, or I'll spend 5 times more. That's the problem. That's the problem. We're willing to spend 5 times more to have another monkey come do it, right? But it's interesting. And while that's happening, I asked that thing. They're gonna come give me a quote on just there's other maintenance that I haven't done related to pests and not possums, not rodents, but just other pests in the house that we've been neglecting. That I'm like, okay, come and just give me a quote on how much it would cost to clean everything up. I want this space to myself again. I don't want it to be a wildling. And look how they say it. We'll secure your location. It sounds like they're gonna install another deadbolt, or they're gonna secure your windows or something. Secure your location from who? From wild animals. So interesting, right? We are animals in a sense. We really are animals, and it's so interesting how far we've come, and also how far we haven't come as well. and in some ways how far backwards we've moved too.